fire, dress up the
Oh, yeah.
fireplace. And
I
she's
did
got
mine
all
for
these
$5.
Yeah, she's got all these ideas. And
You can do, like, I did like it's called German schmear. It's like a, paint facade, and like we literally took paint that I had in my basement and did it, and like whitewashed it beautifully.
yeah, she wanted to like
Yeah.
make a mantle and like one.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's like so fun.
Got all the ideas, all the.
Got the Pinterest board. You're the executioner, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun and occupy some time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be worthwhile in the end though.
Yeah. For sure. Ton more. It is. Moving is not. The biggest advice I can give you about moving is just get rid of shit.
Yeah.
Like, we got rid of a ton. And then we got to the house and I still found like, we should have got rid of more. Like, it's just like, so much stuff you don't use and.
Yeah. I constantly am going through my closet to get rid of
Yeah.
stuff because like that Haley's
Yeah.
more of she doesn't keep certain
Yeah,
things.
it's hard, it's hard.
She's gotten a little bit better now though. We've had some pieces of furniture like in storage. She's like, we'll use it like now what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah. I got dry needling done for the first time last week.
Okay. Oh, dry needling? What? I don't even really know.
So they like they put needles into, it's kind of like acupuncture. So I have an thin shoulder.
Okay.
So then they put the needles in to try to like release some of the muscles that like, I got like, I felt it was fine when I did it. It didn't hurt that bad or anything. And then like 3 or 4 hours after, I was just like screaming. I was like, you don't look good. Like I was like, thank you first of all. Second of all, I'm like, I don't feel good at all. And it's just like released all these toxins in my body. It took me like 48 hours to like have you ever gotten a deep tissue massage and you feel kind of grody at first and then you feel good?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what it did. But
I
I've been
get it
getting,
all the time, man. I have not gotten a massage in a long time.
I go to that place right by Hagcat, that Boston Healing House. So Travis told me about it. It's so affordable. It's insane. 2 hours, and they're like these Thai women, and they're like, I mean, it's deep tissue. It's not relaxation. It's painful.
Yeah.
But it helps. You know?
Yeah. I had the place I was going with just in Rochester. Massage Heights or something.
Yeah.
The lady, I always had like one particular lady who would do it, but then she like the schedule was weird, so whatever. I just told her just whoever.
Yeah.
They give me this one lady. She was this like older Thai lady, and she was like, "See, have you ever had a deep Thai massage?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "You want?" I was like, "Yeah, whatever."
When they crawl on you.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. Yeah, because like I'm on my stomach, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get on the bed a little bit." So I was like, "Oh yeah, whatever."
Oh, she walks, like straight up walks at me.
Yeah, like I felt her knees like it was okay. Like she, and I was like, it feels
oh
great.
yeah,
You know?
I got knees and my butt and arms and my shoulders.
I rolled over, and I do it naked, while I have the towel. She goes and takes the towel, and she like tucked it all the way up. I was like, damn, bro.
Oh, they'll move your junk over to the side.
She moves my leg. I was like, what did I pay for, bro?
Yeah, Travis like says that she just like picks it up and moves it.
It was wild. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, she's amazing. And I get 2 hours, which I never.
That's a long time. Yeah, I used to like an hour didn't feel like enough. An hour and a half was
yeah,
solid.
2 hours was so because like then my body starts like popping, like pop, like all this like stuff is just coming up, and she'll do cupping. She does the hot rag.
Yeah.
And all of it for 2 hours for like $100.
That's actually solid.
And she goes for like 2 hours and 15. And she always goes over. She never goes under, which used to annoy the shit out of me if you're paying.
Yeah.
And then somebody cuts you like, oh, it's an hour. Well, actually 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I used to pay $100 for like. I used to pay like $80 for like basically 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, and then I actually got her phone number because she works on the weekend. She works out of her house, and it's a little house in Royal Oak. You go in the back, and it's all redone. It's nice, it's quiet, it's private. There's a bathroom down there. And so then I was like, should I still tip you? She's like, no, I don't have to pay an overhead here. So it's like it's literally $100 for 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was like, okay.
Wow.
It's like the most affordable thing ever.
I'll have to take away that because I do miss getting massages.
Yeah, it's really, she does a really good job.
It was one of those things where I liked to just like zone out, you know.
Yeah.
I like to fall asleep once, but then I had this lady. She did a great job, and I did her like 2 or 3 times in a row. She did a great job, but she talked a lot. She always wanted to have
She is
fun.
not a talker. I know exactly what you mean.
She was like, I was on my back.
I'm like, I'm not fucking here to talk.
She's massaging my
Like,
whole back, and she's like, do you work out a lot? And I was like, I mean, yeah, I guess. Like, that's like a weird question. I work out all the time. Like, I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess I go.
In comparison to the average area.
She's like, oh yeah, these muscles back here. I was like, yeah, you know, thanks. And then she's like, is this like from deadlifting? I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm just giving a real short.
Right.
She's like, how much do you deadlift? And
Oh,
I was like, whatever, you know, 400. She's like, oh, you should probably deadlift less. Like, it's good for your guy. I was like, yeah, thanks. And then like she just keeps.
Oh yeah. No, Pat's real good. How you doing?
Yeah.
And she's like, how you doing? And then she goes, how you feel? What hurts? She goes right into it.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, my shoulder, or oh, my hip. And she goes, okay. That's it.
Okay. I did do, what was his name? He used to work out at Maven.
Oh, the Berlin brother? No, the other guy.
The big kettlebell.
That everybody goes to.
Yeah, all the athletes would go to him.
He stretches you too, right?
But so at
know.
first, my shoulder was real bad.
Yeah.
So he had me lay my shoulder off the side and it didn't go very far back. I was like, wow, you don't really have a lot of mobility here. But I was like, yeah, like it tweaked my bicep tendon.
Thanks, bro.
He's like working on it, he's stretching it, whatever. By the time he was done, my arm was like back here, like, oh shit. So like that first stretching part was fine. Then he got into like the actual like deep like fascia stuff.
Yeah.
And he's 250 looking pound, 60 pound dude. Just like pure, like, you know, looks like some Russian
I know
athlete.
exactly who you're talking about. I can't think of his
He
name.
starts going in, and I was like, oh my god. I was in there, he's like, I'm surprised you're not screaming. Like, most of my clients, like, yell. And I was like, I'm screaming.
Most of my clients yell.
I was like, I'm screaming on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember in the middle of it, I was like, this hurts so bad, I'm never, ever coming back. Because it wasn't at all enjoyable, it was just pure pain. It was like someone putting a pressure spot. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got up and my shoulders just like were so much lower. I was like, oh shit. I've never seen my shoulders
just like
be so
release.
low.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Right.
So it was great, but I was like, still
John?
back. Yeah, John.
I don't know. Lesto?
Yeah.
I've never met the guy, but I know so many people that go to him.
Yep.
It was brutal though.
Okay.
That's,
Okay, so if you want to come and see this, and I just move my camera. Okay, so this is on, I do have this recorded, but that right ahead of us is the tap to the city sewer.
Okay.
So when you see the video, I can't get it there now because I turned the water off, but
All good.
I got it there. That all looks really good.
Okay.
So now I'm just going to come back all that way. We're 78 feet out, middle of the street. So that's your main connection right there, and that's the most costly, expensive one because it's down 10 feet.
Yeah.
Under the street. Yep, that looks good. See how this one's off? You can see the lip of the next connection.
Yeah.
So what that is the crock pipe or clay pipe, whatever you want to call it, are connected with coupling connections.
Okay.
And what happens is over age and time and tree root and street moving because trucks and cars are going up and down it.
Yeah.
They end up like this. So that's what we're looking at is the lip of the next connection there.
But that's
not
okay.
bad.
Okay.
You got some calcium buildup on this side. We can get rid of that real easy, but as long as there's no space in between there, then you're not feeding water into the ground.
You always told me calcium was good for you.
Right.
That's right. That connection there looks a little bit better than the last one did. Got a little bit of water here. So that's where your line is holding just a little bit of water, a little bit of a belly. So that's about 2 feet there, 3 feet, 4 feet. About 3.5 feet of a belly right there. So a belly is where your connection's here and here. Pipe settles in the middle, holding water.
Okay.
So the pitch of the pipe is not correct.
Okay.
You know, so it's lost its pitch in those 3 or 4 feet. But being 61 feet out, if you have no more bellies, we're not going to worry about that because it's never going to back up from 64 feet to here.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if that was right outside your foundation wall at 3 or 4 feet,
That makes sense.
you know, now you've got a chance in backing up into your house. More calcium buildup around that connection. Quite a bit more on that one, you can see. I wish I could see this right here, but I can't because it's got water again. And when you see that water, you got to keep in mind that my camera is only 1 1/8 inches in diameter. So when it looks like the line's full,
Yeah.
it's just over the head of my camera. So it might not be so much in there. But as you can see, this pipe is pretty clean for its age. That's the one there that I had the hardest time getting over, and I think it's just built up right there. I think that calcium buildup is lifted high. I don't think it's the pipe, because if it was the pipe, we'd see either it being in on the top side or out, you know, showing the lip again, yeah. And I don't see any evidence of that, so we're not going to worry about that one. And they're getting a little bit more in line as we go. See the scrapings on the wall? That's from snaking the line.
Okay.
So you know somebody's been maintaining the line, keeping the tree root out.
I know.
Boy or girl,
Well,
yeah.
I always say it looks to me just like you're pulling out a tree. I've never seen one, but that's what I would imagine.
Longest butthole.
Yes, the longest poop hole you've ever seen. I mean, it's a similar
That's
idea.
funny. Now see this connection. Look how nice that connection is.
Yeah.
No, that's
So
nice.
it's almost 100% in
Yeah.
line. She's like, yeah, come on.
That's like when I was showing Steve and Chloe houses. I was like, this is a really nice lot. And they're like, things only a real estate agent
Yeah.
says. I was like, really? Oh, yeah. This is a really nice lot.
That's funny. So here, this is what I was showing you before. This is where your crock pipe connects to your cast iron that just comes outside the foundation wall. See the cast iron?
Yeah.
So from what I see of the cast iron here, this is about the worst that I see in this line, and it's not that bad.
Okay.
You can see the scale. There's some scale on the bottom mixing with a little debris that's building up on the
What
bottom.
helps with calcium? Is that scaling the more calcium?
No,
Okay.
the scaling is when you have crock pipe or clay pipe, that just deteriorates. Okay. And you get holes in it and everything like that. Cast iron, when it deteriorates, it scales.
Okay.
So scales come off of it like a fish scale.
Yeah.
And the wall gets thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner the more that hang. A lot of times you'll see me go through someone's line,
Knocks them off.
and no, my camera's going through 100% scale on the bottom of the pipe. It's that deep.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Then you know that pipe is getting.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's on its way
Yeah.
to going. So we're not seeing that evidence here, which is good. And the farther I get back here, it looks like it's a little better even than up there. It's just this is all just build up on the sides. And what you can do with that is,
A little baking soda and vinegar, probably, right?
well, you
Little
only
volcano.
have
That's what I'm thinking. Science project.
See, you only have two options when it comes to the sewer line, and that's snaking and water jetting.
Okay.
If you, I'm just going to tell you right now that in my report I'm going to say that you need to camera this because of the age of the line. So you stay ahead of what's coming eventually,
Mhm.
you know. But as you do that, as you look at this like every 4 years or so, you know, you're gonna look at the scale and everything like that, and if it builds up, then you want to water jet this. You don't want to snake it,
Okay.
because the snake, the cutter on the end of the snake,
Just run it down.
it just
more.
rips this pipe apart.
Okay.
So I'm not
Every
saying
4 years is not bad.
Yeah.
You
no.
have to do it every like 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, at least that seems like a big,
Yeah, that's a
big check box.
that is a big
Mhm.
box. I've had a lot of bad bucket sewer lines lately.
Yeah, well, she knows that. I mean, I've seen it up to, 25 grand, for a, it's not normal.
Right.
Normally a line like this would probably be
12.
a little over 12, I'd say, because of the street and the sidewalk and everything. Yeah, 12, 14.
Yeah, with the permit.
Could be more. It all depends on Royal Oak.
Awesome.
So I say you're good to go.